Hi, this is practice midterm directly from Aleks, and you'll get more out of it if you print a copy first, print a blank one, and try it yourself, and then come to this and see the explanation of how everything is done. So, first question, we're given two functions. They're described here, f and g, and we're asked to find f over g of -2. That means division. That means actually this. I'm going to write over here. We find f of -2 and divide it by g of -2. And f of -2, what does f say to do? F's instructions are whatever your input is, you just add 3. So f of -2 will be -2 plus 3. G of -2, that's a little more involved. G of -2 will replace every x with a -2, so it would be -2 minus 2 times -2 plus 5. Then if we clean this up, -2 plus 3 is 1. That wasn't so hard. That's a -4. And that's a positive 3. So for our final answer, we have 1 over -12, or -1/12. That's the A question. The B question, find all the values that are not in the domain of f divided by g, the composite function f over g. Excuse me. So, same old story, can't be 0 here. We can't divide by 0. So we look at the g of x function and think, when will this be 0? We want to exclude, kick out any x values that would cause this to equal 0. So if I rewrite that over here, and maybe this rewriting is not necessary, but I'm trying to explain it as carefully as possible. We want to know, when does this equal 0? Well, it's in factored form. Going back to your zero product rule, this expression will equal 0 when either this is 0 or when this is 0. This would be 0 when x equals 2. This would be 0 when x equals -5. So the two numbers we can't use for f divided by g would be 2 or -5. In fact, I might write it like this. X cannot equal 2 or -5. And again, the reason is you'd be dividing by 0. You'd be plugging in a 2 there and getting 0 times 7 equals 0 for a denominator. Or putting in a -5, you'd be getting -7 times 0. Okay. Question 2 on this first page. Here's our descriptors of the functions u and w for this exercise. And when you see that little circle, notice it's not a dot. Dot means times. Circle means a composition, w of u of 7. So that's an arrow. W of u of 7 can be written like this as a good first step to remind us of what it means. We want to get a number for u of 7 by doing the steps of u to the number 7, and then we'll do the steps of w to whatever number we got. Sounds complicated, but it's really just pretty much fancy arithmetic. So, w of u of 7, I can do u of 7, over here. What's u of 7? U of anything is the anything squared plus 6. So if I pop a 7 in there, I have 7 squared plus 6, and 7 squared is 49. And 49 plus 6 is 55. Okay, and now we just do W to the number 55. We do W of 55. W of anything is the anything plus 9, and then take the square root. So if we pop a 55 in there, of course, under the radical sign, we do anything inside the radical first. So this becomes square root of 64. Hey, I know that one. Final answer there is 8. Okay, so that's page 1 of 5 pages. The end.